grand old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. Everybody! He marched them up to the top of the hill and he marched them down again. Even Garstein. When they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down.
Hello, I'm Piper. Welcome back to the first journey. Very good in between episodes for me here, as you can look at the league. We are, fair to say, dominating. I know we're only 7 points clear, but if we take a closer look at the table, we haven't actually lost a game. We're in fantastic form. We're playing really well. We're still letting in the odd silly goal, but other than that. So we finished off against Kings Lynn. We then had a 4-1 win over Dover, which pretty expected, I guess. Not the most exciting game if I look at the stats, but again, we were in control. 3-0 over Flyed, our old enemy. Hughes got injured. Other than that, again, really good game. I decided in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round to try and give some of the players who aren't getting games a chance to prove themselves, and it was a risk that nearly backfired, but fortunately, Jamie Insole coming in with 2 goals. I'm really happy with my players on the right wing, Insole and I believe it was Galliani, scoring me 2 goals in both of those games, so that's good. 4-1 against Chesterfield. Again, we're still conceding the odd goal that we probably shouldn't do. They're not like, I don't mind conceding goals where we are outperformed, there's lots of really good passes and really good play and then they score. The goals that we're conceding tend to be like just a silly back pass, we give it away stupidly in midfield and then they are through us and score. But can't complain at a 4-1 win. Another 4-1 win here. We played a higher line this game and they did us. They did a York City to us. We played a higher line. They just had one long ball over the top. So that ruined the clean sheet for that game. But overall, we did well. We came back into it. Michael Duckworth with a goal. They were really unfortunate with their own goal. Insole, good header, hit the post, came off the back of their goalkeeper. And then the last game, quite different to the other games, you can see. 4 goals, 4 goals, 3 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals. This was a 1-0 close win against Eastleigh. They're not a bad team. Jeff King got injured, unfortunately. He's out for a few weeks. One thing I have noticed this season that's very different to last season is Harry Bunn hasn't got injured yet, and I'm pretty sure it's because I've played Jeff King every other game, I've switched him out, and it seems to have gone well for Bunn, but King seems to have got injured now. So the worst case scenario for me is I now have to play Harry Bunn every game, and now he gets injured. So I'm hoping not, but a decent 1-0 win over Eastleigh there. In one of these games, I believe it was this one, we scored a corner. That's a rare thing at York, scoring corners. Well, the corner and the defender scored the header, which a few times a striker has scored, but this time our corners worked as I intended them to, and our defender headed the ball in. Ironically, with 10 heading as opposed to my defenders who have 15 heading, they can't score headers, but Ogungbo can, and I'm really, really happy with Ogungbo. Actually, my best player this season, I think. I believe, is he the highest rated? Yeah, the highest average rating is him. Galini's on there as well. Now, we do have one problem that I want to talk about before we get into the game. Matty Brown, my captain, my man who I go to solve all my problems in the team every time someone's upset. Matty Brown talks to them and he solves the problem. He's now unhappy at the game time he's playing, which it's tough because he is playing well, so I'm going to try and play him. The problem that I have is because of the unfortunate bug of all the signings that I made being unhappy that I was not playing them in their position before they even signed for me. Because of that, I can't promise him that I'll play him more games because he won't believe me because I've broken lots of promises even though I haven't. It's all very annoying, but I'm hoping that if I just play him in a few games, he will be happy because unfortunately I can't get Matty Brown to talk to Matty Brown about being sad. So that's a concern. But hopefully he can play in the next 2 games and hopefully he'll be happy again. What has kind of helped that, in a strange sense, is Bonzangala has gotten injured for, how long? 3 weeks. So Matty Brown's going to get more game time anyway. One other thing that I want to quickly touch upon is I've taken out this guy on trial and he looks pretty decent, if I'm honest. Physically quite good. No horrifically bad mental stats, and just he seems like a very average, well-round player. And he's potentially a 5-star player, a League One player. I did take another player on trial, but unfortunately, because I didn't add him to my shortlist, it didn't tell me that another club had put in a bid for him while he was on trial here, so now he's gone to Dagenham and Redbridge. He was meant to be a pretty good player as well. Could have also been a 4.5-star player, as you can see down here. So I'm kind of disappointed. I was thinking about signing him. I don't know if I need another striker, but I think maybe Gomez will be better next year than Redshaw. I keep saying, well, I'm writing off Redshaw, and it's a bit harsh because he's scored the most goals in the league for us. And also, he's now top goal scorer in the league in general, so I shouldn't write him off. And I know there's one more thing I wanted to talk about, but I forgot what it was. This is awkward. Oh, I remember what it was. I got Manager of the Month. And what was more important than me getting Manager of the Month was Frankie Bunn. My boy Frankie Bunn, father of Harry Bunn, he's turning it around. At Hartlepool, he was on the verge of getting sacked. Now he's happy with how things are, and Hartlepool have gone from 22nd in the league to 9th. Wow, I didn't realize they were that high. Wow. So yeah, they've come a long way since losing, I think, 4-0 or 4-1 to us. So congratulations to Frankie Bunn. I did sign another coach because of Frankie Bunn's recent upturn of fortunes, which basically means that we now have the best coaching in every department in all the league. So, yeah, we're the best. One other thing I forgot to mention, kind of an important thing, today's game was against Leyton Orient in the FA Cup. I decided to do this game because last game was against Kings Lynn. I played all these games and I began to realise if I waited until the Torquay game, the video is going to be like 15 minutes of me going through all of this, which probably isn't too exciting. So, today's game, Leyton Orient. I believe this is a team I'm going for. I've got to make some changes. Cancelo's back now, after a few weeks off injured. Galini on the bench, giving him a break. This is mostly my best team. Giving Redshaw a break as well. I want to play Ross in more games, but Young and Redshaw have been playing too well, ultimately, to drop. But yeah, the FA Cup, it is important for teams at this level. I'm not sure how important it is for us because we have quite a lot of money in the bank. We have a really good wage budget, really good transfer budget available. Not sure who that was to by Harry Bunn there. But yeah, I'm not sure. We don't need a good cup run. If we have one, great. I think if we can get to the third round and obviously maybe pick up a game against Man U or Liverpool, I imagine that would give us 500,000 in gate receipts maybe. If that can happen, great. But we're not desperately relying on it. Perhaps like Swindon or Bolton are. It's one of the reasons why I'm quite happy to stay at York and not go to Swindon and Bolton is because the one thing that we do have here that's really nice is we are very secure financially. I don't have to... Oh, I don't know what happened there. That was such a terrible angle for that replay that you couldn't see where the shots were bouncing off. But anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, money-wise, yeah. So our finances are so secure. I'm confident that if we did go up a division, that I'd be able to compete with this team and, maybe in another pre-season window, I could sign a few more players, maybe at the quality of Quincy, and just really compete at League Two. Whereas if I were to go to beautiful goal, Jake Young, you wonderful, beautiful technician. I'll watch the replay, then I'll continue my point. Vigoro, pretty good goalkeeper. I remember him from FM a few years ago at Swindon, I think. He was a really good goalkeeper there. But yeah, beautiful ball there. Who was it? Was it Harry Bunn? Yeah, Harry Bunn, good pass. Jake Young finishes it off. But yeah, York financials, good. I don't have to worry about them, basically. Swindon or Bolton, I'd have to try and make do with that team with no signings, which would be harder. I've only just realised they have a player called Admiral Mosca. What a name. Fantastic. We seem to be a dominant team. We need to put a few more of these on-target shots away, though. Dressing room, I'm happy. I'll keep it like this till 60 minutes. But yeah, Jake Young. I love Jake Young. I think he's had an underrated season compared to Jack Redshaw is the league's goal scorer with 12 goals, but Jake Young, I think he's got someone injured. No, he's fine. Jake Young has got, I think, 4 assists. I'll pause the game now, have a quick look. 6 assists. I'm underselling him. 6 assists, 8 goals. So I think he has been the more important striker than Redshaw. The only difference between them is I'm a lot more confident with Redshaw scoring the one-on-ones rather than Young. He's brilliant, but Redshaw is the more decisive finisher. I need to bring on someone for Jones. Who should it be? I'm torn between Adebayo. I think Adebayo is a safe option. Yeah, I'll go with the safe option because, I want to win. I don't want to have to go to replay. Matty Brown playing at 7.5, probably showing that he's earned a good run in the team. I've got no left backs on the bench, but Dion McGee can play there, so if I'd switch him, pop him back there. Now I need someone come on in the centre mid. That's awkward. Just taking off one good centre mid. Teddy Davey, mate. Oh, Cisse. You can come on. You can try and prove to me that you're... I can switch them around as well. Yep, that's better. And then I'll make one more sub. Ooh, there's only 10 minutes left. Do I make the sub now? Is there anyone who's playing particularly poorly? Ooh, I wouldn't mind giving Fire some more game time. And I think that's probably better than maybe Ted Davey as well. Teddy Davey. Oddle. I'll bring on Oddle. This is a risk actually thinking about it, but I'll do it anyway. I'm hoping that this game and maybe the next game will make Matty Brown happy again. Oh no. Good job, Duckworth. Oh, beautiful ball by Ross. Yeah, see, I think Redshaw mate would have scored that. Yeah, that's right. Put your head in your hands, Young. I'm only joking. I'll forgive you. Unless this goes in, then it's all your fault. And I'll never forgive you. And Redshaw played the next game ahead of you. Oh my god. That was beautiful. Beautiful defending. Don't score. I'm watching that again. Look at... Is it before this? Look at this. Oh, I thought it was... That's less impressive. I thought he dived in with his head to save that. But yeah, this is very concerning. We are not good at defending set pieces. Zonal marking. Ooh, scary stuff. Come on, Ross. Yeah, he doesn't trust Young now. He's like, I'll do it myself, mate. And he'll finish it. He's a player for next year, for me, I think. Like, I think I said earlier, I probably shouldn't keep writing off Redshaw, but I'm hoping that Ross can play a few more games, get a bit more confident, and hopefully he can develop and become a first-choice player in League 2, hopefully. Hopefully. If we're in this league still next year, he'll definitely be a first-choice player. But for now, he's going to have to keep impressing off the bench. I just want to quickly look at Will Ross, see how he's developing. So star-wise, he's 3.5-star player now. Though apparently that's potentially his max potential. That's concerning. Maybe because of determination is absolutely terrible. Stamina is terrible. Yeah, I've noticed if you give him like 2 weeks off and then he plays one game, he's knackered. But his pace is... I don't really see him use his pace much. He kind of did in that game, but not really. Finishing his 10, he's got a lot to improve on, I will say that. What's the scout report say? Now he's got an issue of injuries, lack of determination. This is why I'm thinking partly of bringing in Gomez, or Gomez, whatever you want to call it. Because as much as I do really think... I've just been saying about how Will Ross is going to be a player for me next year, but now that I've looked at his stats again, I'm kind of like, oh, will he? Will he make it? I hope he does. But either way, I might bring in Gomez, maybe to replace Redshaw in the long run. So yeah, we've made 36k. See, I've played you in like 2 games in a row now. Can you be happy with me? You're getting that agreed play time. Let's have a look. He almost is. Either way, let's look at our finances before we go. Look at that, stonks. We made quite a lot of money, I think. No, we haven't actually. 61 grand this month, so not a huge amount, but hopefully over the course of the season, maybe a good FA Cup run will make it so we just don't lose money overall the season. We'll have 2 million next year, that'll be good. Anyway, before I waffle on too much, let's have a look at where we are for next video. I would say Torquay, but now I've just seen the FA Cup second round is going to happen right there. So, when's the draw made? Shall we stick around for the draw? 2 days. Okay, we'll stick around for the draw. What was that? What was that story? I want to read that story that just came up. New record, that's good. What was the story? Oh, he's just sacking a bunch of players. Fair dues. Is it because he lost to me in the FA Cup? He's like, right, you're all sacked. Get out. Losing against an undefeated team currently in first place. Disgraceful. See, this always annoys me in a way because, like, when you've got, like, a game every 2 days, you obviously lower the training and then people get upset about it. And it doesn't make sense. Yeah, whatever, do that. But, yeah, make it silly. We do too much training, okay, then we'll just get injured then, I guess. Just don't play all year. Break your leg. So how shall we do it? I'd prefer not a League One team. I'm going to spread that message out to the universe. No, oh no. That's not what I wanted. I'm going to lose to Ipswich again, aren't I? Oh, I don't want to play Ipswich again. For those who don't know, last year we lost 4-0 against Ipswich, I think, in the FA Cup second round. And it's going to happen again. Maybe not 4-0, hopefully, but that sucks. Yeah, well, that's a sad note to end the video on, I guess. At least I get to know now. You know what, I'll be back to play probably Ipswich and get destroyed in the next video. Thanks for watching this one, and I hope you have a wonderful day, because I won't later on.